told you that I want to run away. Hi. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nia. If you're new, welcome. Nice to meet you. Make sure to subscribe and join the family. Today is Monday and it is the second week of the mastery program. We made it. First of all, update. I ordered a different type of thinner because I ran out of my solvent yesterday, and I ordered another one, but it's coming on Thursday most likely, so I had to order something else to come in time for my lessons because I don't know when I'm going to be doing another oil painting lesson. So I got this tiny little thing. It's 75 milliliters. It's so small, but this is just the backup for when I can get the solvent that I actually want, and I've ordered a 250 milliliters of that one, so that's good. It should last me a little while. So I need to make a tiny sludge jar for my Winsor and Newton because this is the backup one. I've just finished editing last week's second part of the vlog and I'm uploading it now to my YouTube channel. And I uploaded my interview that I did with Becky Hertz, and she is an amazing artist who is so like thoughtful about everything, so thoughtful about her process and the impacts of her art on the environment and emotionally for herself and for others. And she's so insightful and really lovely, and it was her first ever online interview that I did, like first written interview. I didn't know that until she told me afterwards, and that's just so amazing that I was able to create such a platform to give people like her, artists like her, that opportunity and that space to share their voice, to share their stories, their tips, and to inspire others. And she definitely inspires me. She paints animals. I love painting animals, as you may know already, so it's just great. And she's been on the course, the mastery program as well. She did it, and to be able to see somebody who's doing something that I am doing and being like successful at it and to a professional level, and see how things are working out for her, just inspires me even more and makes me even more motivated to put my all into this course. Definitely one thing that I noticed is that I can be a little bit not impatient, but just I wasn't really putting my all into it. The first week I was more, I think it's just the adjustment period, but now I'm definitely like, I need to really put everything into this. So I'm gonna go on to the website now and have a look at the first lesson. We'll probably do one lesson today, and then tomorrow we'll just go all in because tomorrow's my last day of work for this week. So I have the whole of the rest of the week to dedicate to lessons, to my own personal projects, to refreshing my online store, because I want to refresh everything and make it more professional. And then because obviously I can only do what I know right now, because the marketing and setting up the store and all of that bit comes near the end of the course, so that's like next year sometime possibly that I'll be learning all of that. So I need to try and use the knowledge that I have at the moment to do the best that I can for now, and then moving on as I learn more we'll make those adjustments. But I have to look on it on my phone because my iPad is current. I usually watch all of my lessons on my iPad, but because it's uploading this last week's vlog, which I'll link in the cards if you want to watch it, I'm going to just watch it on my phone and I'll update you in a bit. Look at this light. So I spoke to my mentor about my rooster, and I sent her the source picture as well, and she sent it back and said that it could do with some cool around the chicken or rooster, and a bit of shading onto the wings and a little bit on the beak. and then go back over it with the highlights. So I know I need to spend time on it, and I will dedicate like another hour or two to do those last minute additions. Well, not last minute because it's not necessarily finished, unless I can't be bothered to work on it, but I can because I'm putting 100% into my education. And the first lesson for this week was a drawing lesson and talking about shading. So I'm going to go through some of the different pencils that I got with my kit and some charcoal as well, and I'm going to make use a piece of paper and turn that into like a practice on or a key for all the different types of shading and stuff like that, so I can hang that on my wall as a reference to different techniques that will come up in the next drawing lesson, which is going to be drawing pears using all those new techniques. So I'm gonna make that piece of paper now, and then I'm gonna spend the rest of the day doing my oil painting, and I think that'll be it. I also got a cute little jam jar that was pretty much finished, and I'm going to use that for my winter nude thinner because it's only small, and I don't plan on buying like a huge one of these because I love the Senilia one, green for oil. That's one that I use, and I have a big one of that. So this will be my backup in my tiny little sludge jar, which is gonna be so cute. So I'm gonna do the drawing now, and then we'll go on to the oils. So I just made my little reference paper that I'm going to stick on my other wall, but they've done some different techniques. So we have cross hatching, we've got making X's, stippling, traditional shading, and then we have graining, and then like we have different tones. This is with graphite pencil, and then this is with charcoal. Hi! So it is Tuesday and it is a painting day today. I have my painting lesson today, and I also want to do one more session with my rooster, and then I want to finish off my 2 other personal projects as well. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, because it's all about the oil paints, and it's like 1:40 or something like that, so that gives me so many hours to dedicate to this. And one thing that I noticed and realized and learned was that I don't enjoy spending like hours and hours in one session to paint something to perfection. But I didn't realize, it didn't even occur to me that I can have multiple painting sessions, so I don't have to finish everything in one sitting, or like spend hours and hours for one painting in one sitting, should I say, because usually I would finish something in one go, but I was putting so much pressure on myself to like just like, okay, well, I'm finished now because I don't want to paint anymore today, or paint like anymore on this one right now, so come back to it tomorrow. Like, what's the problem? So I'm happy about that, that if I'm feeling like I'm not inspired or I'm just not feeling it, you don't have to paint on that one, paint on something else. And that's what's so great about having multiple paintings going at the same time, because if you're stuck on one, you can spend some time thinking about it while you're doing something else, and so you're not getting frustrated. But if you just paint in one painting at a time each time, you're not gonna get anywhere. So there's a tip for you guys. And also today I want to like really tidy up and declutter and go through everything and make sure that I only have the things that I need and want, because sometimes having all of that extra clutter and stuff just really puts a block on everything, and it makes you not want to do anything because you just feel too messy. So that is the goal for today, and I'm excited. And I've got some good vibes music to play in my headphones, because I'm just going to listen to my headphones the whole day to really help me get into my right brain. So yay. So in other news, it seems like I am going to have a change of studio space. So everything is going to get moved downstairs. Okay, let's do this. So here is the new space. It's pretty much exactly the same setup that I had, except I have this table here now, so I can put all of my pens and pencils on here. I got my speaker, thank goodness. I just took out the drawers and just put all of my oil paints here. I can put some other stuff under here if I want to. I kept this other drawer for my acrylics, acrylic pen, paint pens, and then all my drawing rubbers and stuff like that. All of this is pretty much exactly the same. I've just added a few extra things, and then I'm going to put all of my canvases along this wall here. Everything that I've completed will go into my bedroom upstairs. So that's the new setup. I brought my little mice down, but that's not all of them. That's just 2 of my favorites. So I need to bring the rest of my mice. Yes, I like mice. So anyway, I'm gonna eat, and then we are going to paint these 3. It's taken a while, but we're getting there. Hello, so it's Wednesday and today is the first day ever that I am going to be having a Zoom call with some of the people who started at the same time as me, and I'm so excited because one of them I've been speaking to for quite a while now. Her name's Angie and she's a really great artist, and I saw that her name was listed on the same day as mine. So I'm gonna be able to see her for the first time, which is gonna be so cool. And yeah, yesterday I spent quite a bit of time like moving things from my room down to my new studio space, and this morning I just did a little bit more like tidying up and trying to work out what other things I need to bring down and whatnot. And the only thing that is sad about that is that this room is like so bright and so warm and so juicy and lovely. I love it in here. That it's gonna be weird to split myself into two spaces, but I spent like from 5 o'clock onwards, 5 o'clock till about 10:30, I was in my studio space and just painting, and it was really nice actually. I just put on my music and then my mom came and she just chilled with me for like the rest of the evening while I was painting and just dancing and having a good time. So it was a really good studio space. The only thing is it does get dark in there quicker because it's on the other side of the house and the sun stays on this side, in my room side, for the most part of the day. So that's the only downside to it, but it's a nice change, and it doesn't mean I have to stay down there like for the whole day. I can come up here if I want to and just chill. I have another easel anyway, like a smaller easel, so if I feel like I just want to be in here for the day, then I can do so. But for the most part I'll be downstairs, and for all of my Zoom calls and stuff I'll be downstairs as well, so that they can see the studio setup, because tomorrow I have my Zoom, one-on-one Zoom with my mentor, which is going to be really cool. And so I need to still like write down some questions that I have or would like to be answered, and I also have to finish paint, like maybe do one more session of painting on my rooster. For that, I did spend about an hour and a half on it yesterday, so just doing some finishing touches, I hope. So yeah, I'll do that today so that I can have it ready for Thursday, tomorrow, and just pretty much tidying up in here when I get round to it. I want to also do one video lesson, and then I want to photograph some of my art pieces and list them on my store today as well. And it's been a bit of an up and down, like trying to make the prices reasonable for where I am and whatnot, but everything I'm going to learn in the course, so it doesn't really matter. So, and then I want to do some sketchbook stuff. So anyway, let's just get to it. This is I'm throwing away a lot of stuff that I didn't need. Like, I've been going through a lot of things that I have and trying to work out, do I need it, do I not, and recycling and stuff. So this was what the whole wall that it was taking up, and it looks so empty. I'm gonna bring all of these things downstairs now, all my canvases. Everything that's finished though is gonna stay up here. Probably going to reorganize my books and put them on this shelf, move this thing down so that the light just runs through, or I might just move this whole thing and put it on that side of the room, but I don't want to do that until I sweep, so we'll see. I kind of like it here, so then all of this bit is clear, because I don't want to have like two, do you know what I mean, like two bits of items. So like you have the bed here and then you just have this whole thing here, and it's just cuts up the space because you have the radiator cutting up space. I don't want wall space to be cut up, so I think I might just leave it here and just really organize and tidy up. But I don't know if I'm gonna, I might leave all of my journal stuff upstairs because all of my books are here, so it makes sense to have all of my books and journals and stuff here. But everything, all the canvases, painting and stuff is gonna go in the studio. And I was going to move those journals and art books downstairs, but now that I've said that, I think I'm going to leave them up here and just take my sketchbooks. So I just received this package. It has Milan Art Institute on there. I don't recall ever purchasing a print or anything, so I don't know what's in it actually. This is very well packaged. I'm really confused and curious. Is this a paintbrush? Wow. Okay. That was a lot of packaging for one paintbrush, but I get it. So I just want to thank them for sending this. The reason why is because I sent them a picture a few weeks ago maybe of when I did the unboxing of the brushes, and I actually looked at the brushes and this one was like had hairs that were really bent the other way, so I guess all of that extra protection was just to show that like this is not gonna get damaged. So thank you for sending out another one. I didn't even know they was gonna do that. They didn't even respond to my email, but they saw it, so I appreciate this and I will take very, very, very good care of it. Yeah, okay. Moving on. Oh, look at that makeshift tripod. If this camera falls, I'm gonna cry. But I've just watched one of the videos for art club and just getting some ideas in my head of what I want to do for that. And I just went back on to the mastery program and I just finished watching my next drawing lesson, which is going to be a graphite drawing of some pears or some fruit. And I think I'm gonna do maybe 1 or 2 versions of that, and I definitely want to paint do a painting of one as well because they look so cute. So I might do like a little mini painting, oil painting, because I want to do a mini oil painting, but that's gonna be done tomorrow. I'll go over it in acrylics maybe today and then do the oils tomorrow, because there's quite a lot of oil painting for this week and I haven't got a solvent yet. It's coming tomorrow. So until then, all I can do is just watch the videos and prepare myself for what I'm going to have to do tomorrow, which is really sad. So because it takes a whole day for it to dry, so I'll be able to do it on Thursday, tomorrow. Do like the first, so it will be a radiant underpainting, and then I have to wait until Friday for me to be able to do the next bit. And I don't know if the subtractive glaze lesson is with the same, yeah, it is with the same painting, so I'm literally cannot finish it until Sunday, which is like I want to finish it now, like I want to start it now, but it's okay, it's okay, not everything happens in one go. It's fine, it's fine. So at least I'm a part of art club, so I can work on that. So maybe I'll do my drawing lesson now, do all of my drawing things, and then I'm going to create some sources for art club, and I'll just start painting something for art club today. I'm gonna start off with acrylics and maybe I'm gonna do a collage. I'm gonna use my newfound technique. I'm gonna do a collage, and then when that's dry, then I'm gonna go in with some acrylic paints, and maybe I'm gonna try some mark making as well and do some mark making, and then like with oil pastels, and then tomorrow we'll go over it in oil. So tomorrow's definitely gonna be an oil painting day. Today is gonna be a drawing and acrylic painting day, and maybe I'll just work on some personal projects if I have time as well. And then the rest of the week looks like it's gonna be like personal project stuff, because I'll have the time to do so, and also do like some businessy side of stuff like working on my website and stuff like that, which is really, really cool. I'm really cold, as you can see, so I'm gonna put on a nice thick jumper. I'm really happy because with painting I cannot wear like clothes that I want to wear. As you can see, I'm wearing like something completely different. I'm not wearing my painting clothes, but I'm going to put those on now because I'm cold. So I'll just put on like a really thick warm jumper or something like that, and we'll get to and maybe one day this week I'm gonna start working on some music, because I have a song that I've like recorded fully. I did all the instrumentation, like it's all like finished. I just need to get the levels right, and I know that's going to take me a good while, and I didn't want to, I just know that if I open up Ableton, then I just have to do it in that one session, because I'm not going to open it again because my laptop is so slow with certain things. So I know that if I open it, I just have to work on it straight away. So that's why I haven't gone anywhere near it. But maybe this week we will actually finish this song and maybe get it out into the world, because it's been a while since I released another song and I really like that one. It sounds really good. And there's another song that I've been sitting on for years now, and I really want to get that one out as well, because I have a whole video idea concept for it to show, like, to promote it, which is so cool and exciting. There's a cat that just jumped up from our garden. What was it even doing there? Wow. Okay, let's get into it. So I just got off of the Zoom with, and it was Esther who was hosting it, and I did an interview with her for my website, like maybe a week, 2 weeks before I even started the course. So I'll link her interview in the description for you guys to read. She is an amazing artist, and Nathaniel Lind was on there, and a new artist. Well, he's a new coach, and then there was another new coach that was there. I've literally just forgot her name. I think it's Asia. So and we just introduced ourselves, told a little bit about our background, and heard everyone's stories, and then just pretty much just ask any questions that we had about the course or anything like that. And I pretty much just asked if they used any of the techniques that we're learning now in their art today, and they all pretty much said that they use a version of it. So I think that's what the coolest thing about this is, that we're learning so many different techniques all in like the first couple of months, and then when it comes on to the next section where we're doing mixed media, we're finding our own voice in art, then we can take all of those traditional methods that we learned and choose our favorites, the one that works best with our process, create our own process, and create our own version of those methods for our own personal art that we want to continue to pursue, which will then lead on to the portfolio section where we start to set up a professional business. So it was interesting, quite encouraging as well, and it looked like nice to see other people, to actually be able to see people and speak to them and then hear their stories. And everyone's on their own journey, but we're all together, and it's really nice. It was a bit quiet. I didn't really have that many questions. Like, I feel like if no one was asking any questions, then I could create questions to ask, but I didn't really have anything, like any burning things that I wanted to ask, especially right then and there. I don't know, I feel like it was not necessarily the vibe, like it was bad or anything like that, but I was just more interested in hearing other people and hearing what they wanted to ask and what they're going through, and hearing the advice from that, because the advice from what everyone else was asking was really like useful and helpful anyway. And yeah, it was good and it was nice. So it was a little bit over an hour. No, yeah. So that was that. Now I'm gonna get back to my drawing. I was just doing my light sketch, and I mean, man, it's taking a while, and it shouldn't take me this long. But I don't know, whatever, we're just going for it. And another thing is that for me to not be hard on myself, because and try not to make sellable work. And this is the thing, and this is what somebody else who was on the Zoom call was saying as well, that she's trying to remember that she's not trying to make all of her student, like her learning. So we're learning a new technique for this painting, but you're just learning. It's not creating like a masterpiece to be sold in your own voice. So that's really like helped as well, and I knew that, and that was something that I was saying, you know what, I'm pressuring myself because I'm thinking that I'm selling this, but I'm not. I'm just trying to learn a technique, and if I've learned this technique, then a successful lesson. Let's move on. But I'm actually going to write down some questions for my mentor tomorrow, because that would be well awkward, because it's just gonna be me. So oh well. And Angie wasn't on the Zoom, the Angie that I'm on about, that I've been talking to. And that's the other thing, is because these time differences is wild. It's a wild one, because then I thought it was like at 11, and I clicked on Zoom at 11, and it's like, oh, it's at 2, so oh, it's at 2, what? So I have to make sure that I'm on time for tomorrow. But I was on time anyway. I was like the first one on there. Crazy. And I didn't even realize it was on. I just had my head down, and then I just saw Esther. And she's like, oh, it's you. So that's funny. But anyway, to drawing. So I have finally finished the pears. Well, yeah. I'm happy with it. It took me too long to get this pear was really taking the mick. I really couldn't get the proportions for it, but the other two was alright. They they worked quite quickly, but this one was being very, very stubborn. So I didn't do any painting today. That all is going to happen tomorrow. We're going to start the Radiant Art painting tomorrow, and then going to create a source for Art Club. But yay! It looks good actually. I didn't want to do the shadows for the bottom, but not bad, not bad, if you ask me. Now I'm gonna tidy up. I started just I put one thing in the sketchbook. I started cutting different bits out, and I'm gonna start writing in there and saying everything that I did, so I can do the rest of that tomorrow. Those are going in there, and I've just finished editing a video of this line thing, recreating old art, which I'll link in the cards and in the description if you want to watch it. So yes, let's quickly tidy up and then get this video uploaded. Hi, yeah, so it's Thursday, and what would you know, I ordered the wrong thing. This is an oil brush cleaner, not a thinner, so I don't know if I can use it as a solvent. I don't think so, which is so annoying because this keeps happening. When am I ever gonna paint? And I have to do 3 layers, 1 layer each day, and who knows when the thinner's gonna come. The thinner's gonna come next week, so I'm going to be behind in my classes. I'm really annoyed about that. Really annoyed. Anyway, I'm going to write down some questions now for Melissa, who is my mentor, as I mentioned. And I guess we'll just... Today I want to work on music, so it's okay if I can't do as much painting as I want. I'll probably make a source, make a source for Art Club, and then spend some time fixing some songs and maybe creating a new song, just getting like the instrumentation done, and then we'll just see how the day unfolds. Maybe we'll list some things to the store. I've also got another interview that I've done with a wonderful artist, which I need to start editing and get on those emails. So I guess it's just gonna be like a business admin kind of chill day today, which is alright. I would have loved to have just done 1 painting, but I mean, at least 1 layer of oil, but it's okay. These things happen, so at least I know now, like, just get all of the mistakes and all of the horrible stuff out of the way at the beginning, so then moving forward I've learned those lessons now, we can just move on and do better. But trust me, when I'm a professional artist and I have the money to do so, I'm just gonna stock up on things, because this is not ideal.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
You too, you're right. Okay, so it turns out I'm wearing this old shirt to paint with. So I wear this shirt in the summer, and in the winter I wear my jumpers. But anyway, it turns out I don't have all of the Radiant paints that I would need, which is kind of annoying, because one thing I've noticed is that it doesn't tell you beforehand, like before the week happens, what things you're gonna need for that week. So you're literally just finding out when you get to the video, oh, I actually don't have any of those. Or it'd be nice if there was like a thing that tells you everything you're gonna need for the next week coming. That would be so much more helpful. But the good thing about this anyway is that I can actually mix my own radiance. It might not look exactly the same, but at least it's something, and because it would just take too long for me to order anything. And apparently the cleaner that I bought, the brush cleaner, I can use it as a solvent as well. So we're gonna see how this goes. If it doesn't work, then I'm just going to use Gal Kid, but I think it's going to be fine. So I'm just going to mix some colors now. Then I'm going to block in where all the different bits are on my sauce, and then we're just going to go for it. But anyway, if you don't know that yet, you will know now that purple, pink and blue are my colors. Like, I love putting them in all of my paintings, so it's fun to find things and have sauces that contain those kind of colors in them. I mean, the rooster and some of the other paintings that I've done recently didn't have that as the main colors, but it definitely included them in there somewhere. Not the rooster, but the lion and the tiger that I did. So I'm really happy about that. I'm finding things that I like. The more you do, the more you know. So I'm gonna do this one anyway on this big canvas, and then I might look through some of my old pictures that I took when I was living in Scotland, and I might do another painting, like a smaller landscape one, when I've watched all the rest of the videos and I know how it's gonna look, and I've tried the techniques, because I want to use the techniques that I'm learning throughout the course and to create my own sources and then make my own paintings, like smaller versions, to practice the techniques more, and also just do something that I want to do instead of choosing from what they're giving us. So that's more fun. Okay, let's see how this goes. Anyway, here is my finished piece. This is the radiant underpainting, and then when it's dry we are going to do a subtractive glaze. So the difference between this first one that I did and this one is that with that one we started with the darks first and then built it all the way up to lights. I still have maybe another session to do on that. But with this one, we're starting off with the brightest of brights, and then we're going to do a very dark glaze, like the first layer that we did there. And then we're going to go over it in opaques to finish it. But I really like this, how it looks. It's like so pastel and really cute, but obviously there's no definition of anything. There's no darks here. So it's going to be interesting to see the differences and to see how things are moving into the distance, because it kind of all looks like one kind of color. And this reference is so rich and vibrant, and I'm really excited to see how it will look when it's finished. So I've been watching a lot of art club videos, like for techniques and stuff, and I also finished my sauce for what I want to do. So I want to make this really cute baby elephant. He's just having, or she's having an excellent time in the water. I put 2 different splashes of water there, and I just wrote like this little quote along the top, because I wanted it to represent, I really wanted the message of the elephant having fun to be like really known. So I just put a little quote about having fun on there. So I'm going to go up to my room now and do the rest of my admin stuff. Today was like a very admin heavy day. I actually thought I was going to do some music, but I ended up painting and spending a lot of time doing research for art and social media stuff, taking pictures, editing pictures. I listed something on my store, which is great. So I'm gonna list my lions tomorrow. I'm going to paint the wing for there, sweep the house, do my glaze for my landscape, and then maybe do some more social media stuff, edit a video, upload that, and maybe I'll have some time to start painting my submission for art club this month, because I am going to use the biggest canvas that I own for this piece, because I'm feeling brave and I want to save these ones for all of my work that I need to do for my actual lessons. And I've got 3 of these massive ones anyway, so it doesn't really matter if I use one of them. I can always buy some more at some point, but I really want to push myself to do something even bigger, because the bigger that I get, the more I'm like, I can go bigger. And I love actually painting massive pieces. That's really fun to me, and it's so strange because before I started art club, all I would do was like really small miniature pieces, and that was like a challenge for me. But then I started to get really comfortable with doing that. So now, and then the first art club that I had to do is like 18 by 20, but I didn't even do that. I did about 40 centimeters or something. So then to go even bigger than that, to 18 by 24, and then 20 by 24, it's just, I'm just surprising myself, and I'm really starting to enjoy it now. And having that meeting with my mentor today just really helped, because I was able to ask all the questions that I had, and to be able to speak to people and to see people who are in this thing and who are living it as well. It just really helps you to know that you're not necessarily wasting your time, but it's not unattainable. And I feel like I'm living it already, even though I'm not necessarily seeing every single result that I would like. But I feel like I'm living that dream of being the full-time artist that I want to be, even though I still have like a part-time job and everything. But we're getting there, baby steps, and that's what this month is for art club. It's called baby steps. So I'm definitely seeing all those different steps that I'm taking, and I'm enjoying the process, which is the best part, because life is about the journey and not necessarily just about the destination. So I'm really enjoying the journey. I'm starting to enjoy the journey. I need to clean up now, because we're not doing any more painting for tonight. So look at all these different solvent jar, like sludge jars that I have. It's crazy. Oh dear, I forgot to wipe out the bottom there. Hi. So it's Friday. How did that happen? I'm sad that it's Friday, because that means it's only one more day before I have to go back to work, and I'm probably going to be doing overtime. So it's just going to be a very long week of doing things I don't want to do, but we've got to stay positive. So I spent a good amount of time, like pretty much the whole of my morning, just researching and getting inspired, looking on Pinterest, researching artists that I like, and being like active on social media, trying to give support to my fellow online student friends. So I just also went back to edit some more of my source for art club, so I'm gonna start filming that video now, and then we are going to paint the wing of Mr. Rooster here, and I might need to pop out to the shop to get some change, which I don't want to go to the shop, but might have to, so we'll see. But today is looking like it's going to be a slow day, because there's not really a lot that I want to do today. I'm just having one of those days today, which is unfortunate because we was on like such a high yesterday, but we'll see. Hopefully the mood picks up, but I'm gonna try and not be like miserable in this vlog, don't worry. But you're just getting like the full rawness of everything. So I mean, just playing this same song on repeat because it's just getting me through for now. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. So I'm feeling a little bit better about my life now that I've had that little bit of time. I posted this picture on the community Facebook and it was suggested to me to kill the white, so I just put a light wash of some warm yellows here and then a bit of cool yellow there. So I'm probably not going to be able to paint on it now until tomorrow, but at least the first layer is fully complete. And I've started to draw out my art club submission, but it took me forever because I was trying to get it to look right, and I freehanded some of it, but I mean it's all right. So I just wept now. So, and then I took out a few pieces of papers that I like because I want to do some collage on there, and I just chose like a few sea related things or water related. So we got some gorgeous ducks here and then some blues, so it looks like I want it to be quite reflective because I want it to look like it's definitely water splashing everywhere. And I'll cut some of them into circles for the bubbles and have a bit of like music notes and book paper so that it looks like a child. Like I want it to be like a baby elephant just splashing around, playing, having fun in the water. So that's what we are going for. I think I'm just going to continue with this art submission for the rest of the day. I haven't really got any huge plans for anything else really. Just tidying up and making sure everything's all nice and neat, but all the rest of it's going to get done tomorrow and on Sunday. So oh yeah, I just quickly finished editing a video. It's just a very short sketchbook video, so I'm going to upload that now and then we'll get back to it. Hello. So it is Saturday and I don't know, today's just going to be a chill day, so no pressure for anything. Yesterday I just put some stenciled my ideas on to these frames. This is going to be a butterfly theme, and I decided because I went through one of my old sketchbooks and I saw this piece and I thought, well, this is gorgeous, I want to do something with it. Then I looked at all the different shapes that it made and I thought this is really cool. So then I drew over it on turned the page, drew over it, cut it out and numbered it, and it made like this really cool shield looking thing. So I might do like another one of these but like experiment how many different shapes I can make with this same pattern here. And then I flipped over the page and I colored it in, and there's actually a butterfly shape inside. How awesome is that? So then I just took it and decided that I'm going to create like these butterflies in here, and then I found this in my paper drawer, so I just stuck it on there because that's going to be the central focus, and then I'm going to have like a silver leaf and it's going to look really cute. Then I tried to do something else with this. I don't know what's going on here, but I might do like butterfly wings here and there, and then maybe have like some more realistic butterflies flying out from these two corners here. But I'm gonna do a few so it looks like it's part of a series. Hi beautifuls, so it is Sunday, but the last day of this week's vlog, and I am behind a day. Fun. I didn't do anything yesterday. Literally all I did was paint like a small personal project, and it's not even finished, and that's it. I was just feeling like really kind of drained mentally, so I just needed to take the day to myself, and I pretty much spent the most of it just lying down. And then I messaged my mentor because that's what she's like. She's so helpful, and she just says just message me whenever, and she's happy that I'm like really open with her about things, and I literally just message her for everything anyway, so it's good to keep that kind of thing there. And knowing that obviously she's a professional artist now, and she's working the thing, she's doing what it is that I want to be doing, that I'm training to be doing, so she's obviously been there and done that. And I feel like you're going to get these kind of emotions during the first couple of weeks, maybe couple of months of the course, because you're doing something new, you're working towards your like a goal or this dream that many people don't actually think is viable. They say, oh, art is expensive, or we don't understand what art is, or you can't make a living off art, and get yourself a real job, and all of these different things. So that's like always been put into people's heads, that you can't do this, or like to make money out of painting. Like most of the famous artists, they died and then they got famous. Like Van Gogh and all of these people, their paintings never took off really until they had passed away, and then all of a sudden everything's really expensive and everyone wants their art. So people are like brought up in that kind of mindset, and I feel like even though like myself or other artists who think, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna study this, and we're gonna make it work, I feel like even still somewhere deep down in the back of our heads we've got that mentality that this is not gonna work out, like what am I doing? So I feel like I was feeling like that, like this is crazy. And I feel like I've had that kind of mentality for a very, very long time. Whenever I try to do anything, I always kind of self-sabotage it. Like when things are starting to take off and get to where I want it to be, then I get shook, and then I just stop it, because why should it work? So I need to stop myself from doing that, and I feel like this is the moment that I'm going to stop myself from doing that. This is what needed to happen. I needed to do this course and to like really put everything into it to know that I will be able to do it and get to where I want to be at the end. So I'm gonna pick myself back up, we're gonna go into the studio, and we're gonna do the second coat. I have to do a glaze now, a subtractive glaze over my painting, so we are gonna do that, because if I go one more day without painting, I'm really gonna be annoyed, and it's just gonna make me even more upset. So we're just gonna do it. And I've treated myself, I've ordered myself a nice little burger and a small pizza, because vegan obviously, because I've wanted a pizza for, I always want a pizza, like I wanted a pizza for maybe almost a month now and I haven't got. So I have that to look forward to, and I'll treat myself with that after I've finished my painting. So that is the plan. We're probably gonna put on some music, or I'll put on like a YouTube video of like an interview or something to help like have something in the background, something motivating, because sometimes it's great to listen to music, but then other times it's great to listen to people who have been successful in something you're interested in, or like give business advice and stuff like that. So sometimes you need to take your mind off things, and sometimes you really need to put in good stuff into your mind. And I actually like deleted Spotify and everything off my phone, so I'm having like a little music break, because I feel like I really need it, because sometimes I'll just get so sucked into the music that I just feel like I haven't put anything good into my mind. So we're just gonna go and we're gonna do that now and just have a great evening, and then tomorrow we'll do the opaque layer for this painting, and then I would have caught up. But if I don't do anything today, then I'm really gonna be behind, and we're not having that. And if I can, I will do some more on my pair because I didn't finish the shadows or anything like that, and I don't want to be lazy with it. I want to prove to myself that I can push through whether I feel like it or not, because sometimes even like with the jobs or the things that you love to do, if it's your dream job, there's still elements of it that you just really don't want to do, but you have to. And if I can push through and do the things that I don't want to do early on, I'm going to build those habits throughout the rest of the course into my professional career as an artist, and I'll just be on fire because I know I can push through even in the darkest times. So that's what we're gonna do, and I'm feeling so much better now that it's good when you know what's going on and you can figure things out, but when you don't know what's the problem, it just really just gets you down because you can't do anything if you don't know what the problem is. So now we have the solution. Let's go. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yes. I'm not sure about these tomatoes, like nobody asked for that, but come through, pizza, come through. And we got ourselves a nice burger over here. Well, I don't know if it's nice. Get in. I don't even remember ordering this, but tastes kind of average, but what's with this tomato? Come on, guys. So this is the finished piece and I am loving it. I actually really am enjoying this whole style of landscape painting. I love this look. I'm obsessed. It looks even better than the first layer, and the first layer looked cute. This layer looks so cute. Not sure about these clouds, but we'll see how that gets fixed in the opaque layers. But yeah, this is crazy. Maybe these could have been darker, but I mean, yeah, definitely 100,000,000% could be darker. But it's just my first time ever doing something like this. So the next time I do it, I'm definitely going to make the wash 100 times darker. But I'm really happy with how this is turning out so far. I definitely want to try this style of painting again because I know I can make this so much better, but I'm happy. We pushed through and I didn't enjoy the pizza. It wasn't that great. But the burger was the worst actually, because they put cheese on it when I asked for no cheese, but can't have everything. But I'm happy that I actually did some painting and I'm going to continue doing some painting for my personal project. So I got one more layer left to do for this painting and then we've caught up. But I'm really, really happy. And I think I'm going to go over all the different bits that I missed, like the pear and the rooster, like finish that all off when I have my first break, so that I don't fall behind even more or like put pressure on myself to try and catch up with anything or finish anything off while I'm still trying to learn new things. So that's the new plan. So yeah, I'm gonna end this vlog here because it's already really long, and I'm trying it like this because the first time I did a week vlog, I split them into two. I did a poll and most people said they wanted me to split it into two. So I tried it that way. This week I'm gonna try it just with the whole like hour and a bit vlog and see if people like that. If this works better, then I'll continue to do it this way moving forward. If people prefer me, or my subscribers or viewers prefer me to split them into two, then we'll continue to do that moving forward. But I'm just trying to experiment to see which one people like better. So if you guys prefer the 1 hour, let me know in the comments. If you prefer me to split them into two, let me know in the comments, and I will do whatever you guys prefer, because I'm making these videos like for myself to see my progress, but I'm also making it for you guys to watch along. And if you're on the course as well, then we're doing this together. You're my classmates, so I just want to be as open with you all as possible and feel like we're in this together, because we are. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a massive thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Week 2, week 3 is coming. Yay! Bye.